Dear students, their cell organelles. There are some cell organelles like endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, lysosomes, and chloroplast in plant cell, vacuole. These all are cell organelles. We are going to learn one by one. First of all, we take endoplasmic reticulum. In short, it is written as ER. It is discovered by Porter. Structure, see, there is a structure that is found between nucleus and plasma membrane. Here you see there is some site is open. Here is joined with nuclear membrane, outer nuclear membrane. So the this portion is called cisternae. These cisternae that are near the nuclear membrane is associated with ribosomes that are called rough endoplasmic reticulum, and behind and far away from nuclear membrane, the cisternae which are not associated with ribosomes, that is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, all together a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum called endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now parts of endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum have been made by some tubules, cisternae, and vesicles. Tubules is branched and not associated with ribosomes. And cisternae, it is also a tubules that are studded with ribosomes, or you can say associated with ribosomes. Okay, this is a long. Now vesicles, it is a oval shaped with associated with ribosomes. Okay, now there is two types of ribosome. Two types of endoplasmic reticulum. Here, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. On the basis of its function, some cellular structure, we can differentiate. First of all, on the basis of presence and absence of ribosome. In a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are absent, and rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are present. On the basis of components, which components are present and absent? Here, only tubules are present in a small endoplasmic reticulum and cisternae absent. Here, only cisternae present and tubules are absent. Found in only a smooth endoplasmic reticulum are found in fat cells like adipose tissues, adipose cells. Okay. Now in plasma cells, in plasma cells, rough endoplasmic reticulums are found. Plasma cells mainly produces antibody in our blood. Okay. On the basis of function, a smooth endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes lipids, and rough endoplasmic reticulum synthesizes proteins only. Okay. Functions of endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum acts as cytoskeleton, means this one is cytoskeleton. In another word, we can say backbone of the cell. Okay, cell circulatory system means whatever exchange is done inside cell, that is major role played by endoplasmic reticulum to circulate the particles, molecules inside cells from here and there. Okay, or this main another function is most important. This makes the connection with the another cell. Whatever cells require require it take from outside, that helps endoplasmic reticulum to molecules take inside. Okay, now here rough endoplasmic is related with synthesis of proteins, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum is related with synthesis of fats. Okay, another major function of the endoplasmic reticulum, that is detoxification, that is done by a smooth endoplasmic reticulum that is present in the liver cell. In liver cell, it detoxify the toxins, toxic materials. Okay, now another cell organelles, that is the ribosome. Ribosome actually is made up of RNA plus proteins. There is some structure of ribosome, and that structure is like this one. There is a smaller subunit and another is larger subunit. On the basis of eukaryotic and prokaryotic cell, it is two types, that is a 70S and 80S. In prokaryote it is 70S. Here in prokaryote it is 70S, and here in eukaryotic cell it is 80S. S, this is the unit. S means Swedberg. Swedberg. Okay, S means Swedberg. This is a unit of ribosomes. Here ribosome is further divided into two subgroups. First is a smaller and second is larger. First, a smaller subunit is of 30S and larger subunit of 50S. In that way, it is present in prokaryotes. In eukaryotes, a smaller subunit is 40S and larger subunit is 60S. Okay. Main function of the ribosome is to produce to synthesis proteins. Okay, that's why ribosome is regarded as the protein factory of the cell. Another is polyribosomes. What is polyribosomes and when it is required? Polyribosomes means when more than one ribosomes unite to form polyribosomes, and it requires when much more proteins needed by the cells to function properly. At that time, polyribosomes become active and produce much more proteins. Thank you. Dear students, now we are going to learn Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, it is a cell organelle which is discovered by Camillo Golgi, and it is also known as Golgi body. Golgi body, and it is found in every cell except mammalian RBC and sperm cells. Okay. Now there is a structure of Golgi apparatus. You see, this is the vesicles. It is called transport vesicles. Transport means something is packed inside these vesicles and transported from one place to another. Okay, and in this way it is also called packaging of materials. Now it has cisternae. Cisternae has two faces, means this one is called and this one is called convex and this one is called concave side. Okay, concave face. This face is also known as concave face. Okay, and here this one is known as transface. It means convex face. Now there is, you see, some secretory vesicles. It means that is vesicles come from endoplasmic reticulums and here join one by one and form this structure, and in this way it is formed a complete Golgi body. So now we are going to learn function of these structures. Function: cell secretion means Golgi apparatus is made by joining the vesicles and that vesicles form a complete cisternae and give a shape size to the cell organelles, Golgi apparatus. Now it forms acrosome of sperm. You see the sperm, this is sperm, and the cell, the head is covered by a hair and this is called acrosome. Acrosome is made up of by Golgi apparatus. Again it forms lysosome. Lysosome is a structure that contains hydrolytic enzymes. Okay, now it forms secretory vesicles. Here you have seen already. Now it synthesizes glycoproteins and glycolipids. These are the main function of Golgi apparatus. Now we go to the next cell organelle, that is the lysosome. Lyso means digestive and soma means body. Digestive body, it is also called digestive body. Now come to the structure. There is a structure that is covered by a membrane that is called lysosomal membrane, and inside membrane there is a group of enzymes that is called hydrolytic enzymes. Hydrolytic enzymes mainly contains DNase, RNase, nuclease, protease, etc. Okay. Now function of the lysosome: intracellular digestion. Intracellular digestion means whatever inside the cell, that is cell organelles are present. Okay, see here, inside cell, some cell organelles are present. Another body is also present. In this contrast means the digestion occurs inside the cell, that is called intracellular digestion. But in case of lysosome, It is called suicidal bag. Suicidal bag means self-digestion to destroy the cell, that is called suicidal bag. Means cell organelles in adverse condition, lysosome destroys itself and release the hydrolytic enzymes, and that enzymes act upon nuclease. Here nuclease act on the nucleus, DNA, RNAs, all that, proteases, all that, and inside the cell material, what are the materials found that are digested by these hydrolytic enzymes in this way. This is called suicidal bag of the cell. Metamorphosis. I am taking an example. That is a tadpole larva. Tadpole larva contain tail, okay, and during maturation, getting maturity, gills and tail both are disappear. This is due to the presence of hormones, and the process is called metamorphosis. Okay. Now seed germination. During seed germination, some enzymes are active and embryo gets developed, and to become an development of embryo, that is called seed germination. Okay, coming out from a seed, a new baby plant is called seed germination. Now we are going to learn mitochondria. Mitochondria is discovered by C. Benda. Now a structure of the mitochondria. There is a structure ribosome. Ribosome is 70S. Okay. Now oxisome. Oxisome is also called F1 particles. Now mitochondrial matrix. The matrix present inside the mitochondria, that is called mitochondrial matrix. Outer membrane, outer mitochondrial space, inner membrane, inner mitochondrial space. See, outer membrane of the mitochondria is completely permeable to the all substances, and inner membrane is semi-permeable. Means selective materials are allowed to go inside or come outside. Another there is a crista. Crista is an infold structure of an inner membrane that contains F1 particles. These structures are called crista. Okay. Circular DNA. The DNA found in mitochondria, this is in circular form, that's why they are called circular DNA. Function of the mitochondria. Function of the mitochondria is mainly ATP synthesis, means energy synthesis. It is called powerhouse of the cell. Powerhouse of the cell means it produces more and more ATP in the form of energy, and it is stored in mitochondria. Formation and storage of ATP in the mitochondria, that's why it is called powerhouse of the cell. Okay. Now semi-autonomous, there is a term. Semi-autonomous terms comes in contrast with mitochondria and chloroplast also. For both semi autonomous cell organelle. Okay, means first we understand semi autonomous means there is a ATP energy, circular DNA, and there is a presence of ribosome, that is 70S. Okay. Now, mitochondria and chloroplasts are called semi-autonomous cell organelles because they contain ATP, circular DNA, and 70S ribosomes, and they produce 50% of proteins they require, and for the 50% of protein synthesis they depend on nucleus. That's why they are called semi-autonomous cell organelles. Now, next is chloroplast. First of all, we see the structure. Here, in structure, ribosome, here also present. Lamellae joins the granum to granum. Okay. Outer membrane, inner membrane, stroma, granum, thylakoid, circular DNA. See here. First of all, we understand what is the meaning of stroma. Stroma is an empty place that contains granular ground substances. Okay. Now, granum and thylakoid. Thylakoid is a single piece. Single piece is called thylakoid, and the thylakoids stack upon each other and form a structure that is called granum. And there are so many granums, the plural will be grana. Okay, granum, this is singular, and plural grana, plural. Okay, circular DNA is also present. Now, see here, outer membrane is totally permeable to the all substances, and inner membrane is semi-permeable. Semi-permeable means those substances are required to go inside, that are only allowed to go. Okay. Now, function of chloroplast. This first, there are so many functions. I describe one by one. Stores the reserve food means chloroplast during photosynthesis forms glucose, and that is stored in the form of a starch. That's why we can say the main function of the chloroplast is to store the reserve food in the form of starch. Okay. Now, it helps in the pollination and dispersal of seeds and fruits. This helps in pollination means there is different types of flowers. They attract insects towards itself, and at that time much more pollination takes, much more insects attract and pollinate the many more flowers that transfer the pollen grains from one flower to the another flower stigma of the another flower. Okay. In this way, it helps in the pollination and also dispersal of the fruits. It is main site of the photosynthesis. That's why it is called kitchen of the cell. Okay. Thank you. Centriole. Centriole is absent in mammalian RBC and prokaryotes. It is cylindrical in structure and its arrangement is 9 plus 0. That is called triplet microtubules. Here, understand, triplet microtubules, that is absent in, it is absent, this is triplet, okay, and here it is absent. In that way, it exists in cell. Centriole is exist in cell in this way. Now, the function of centriole is, it forms astral rays. It is also called asters during cell division. See, the main function of astral rays here. This is astral rays, asters. Okay, these asters help in moving towards the opposite pole of the chromosome in nucleus. Okay. Now we are going to learn cell inclusion. Cell inclusion is a non-living structure and it is found in cytoplasm. Okay. These include reserved food. Reserved food may be in the form of grains, that is a starch grain of potato tuber cell. Means the starch is found in potato. Okay. Now granules, glycogen in liver and muscle cells. Glycogen in our body cells stores, that is mainly in liver and muscle cells. Okay, in the form of glycogen. In the form of droplets, means oil droplets in fat cells. Okay. Next, vacuoles. In animal cell, many small sized of vacuoles are found. Okay. In plant cell, a large central vacuole is present. That's why it pushes, here is large vacuole, it pushes nucleus, mitochondria and Golgi apparatus, lysosome towards periphery. Okay. Due to large vacuole, these organelles exist in peripheral structure. It is membrane. The cell shape surrounded by a membrane, that membrane is called tonoplast. Okay. Function: cell shape exerts turgor pressure to maintain turgidity of the cell. Okay. Here it pushes, cell shape pushes to exerts a pressure to the wall of membrane and it makes the cell turgid. Vacuole stores water, minerals, sugars. Some vacuoles are contain only water and some contains only minerals, okay, and sugars, okay, like this one. Now, types of vacuoles. There is contractile vacuole. It is present in amoeba and paramecium. You can say protozoans. Okay. It helps in osmoregulation. Okay. Food vacuole contains ingested, digested, undigested food. Food vacuoles means this one ingested, ingested, this one digested, and this one undigested. Okay. In this form, these vacuoles are present, and that vacuoles are called food vacuoles. Gas vacuoles, it is mainly present in blue-green algae. It contains metabolic gases. During photosynthesis, it releases gas, and that gas is stored in a vacuole that is called gas vacuole, and this gas vacuole provide buoyancy to the cell. Okay, thank you.
Thanks for watching this video.